Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Wolff College of Coffee vlog. My name's Adam, and this week we have something very special for you. So for our 100th video on this vlog, we shot the unboxing of a San Remo competition Zoe, and thank you to everyone who watched that video. But we've recently covered 50,000 subscribers. We've topped that number, we're moving on up. So thank you to everyone who subscribed, and for that reason we are doing something extra special today. I've donned my San Remo colors, and today we are unboxing a San Remo Cafe Racer. It's a 3-group racer. Thank you to the guys down at San Remo in Sydney, to Tim, Mark, Nick, Dee, all of the guys at San Remo for sending this up so quickly. And we're gonna get straight into it, unbox this puppy and take a look at what's inside. So join us. Go low, up, up, up. Yeah, it's right. Righty, nice. All right. So while I've got it here, I might point out some features specifically about this racer versus other racers. This is one of the first ones that we've received that's come up from Sydney as a 32 amp machine. Now most cafe racers are 40 amp, which meant they had to be hardwired by an electrician. Don't ever do it yourself, it's illegal. But these are now coming up in 32s, which means for specifically Brisbane cafes, it's a much more accessible machine. It means for anyone who has a cafe that was converted from a house on the corner in the suburbs, you're much more likely to have the power requirements for a machine like this. So what it means for us, I'll track down the little power cable here. She's in here somewhere. Beautiful. What that means for us is a 32 amp plug straight on the end on arrival. Now what the team have done in order to achieve this is, instead of your machine trying to force itself to heat up all as one as a 40 amp would, it actually does it in a very strategic manner. So it heats the first head to completion all the way up to your 94 degrees, 95, whatever you set it to. Then it heats group 3, then it heats group 2. So you're actually able to start knocking out coffees on your first group head before the rest of the machine's ready, which I think is an amazing feature. Alrighty. The beautiful external motor. Now this one comes with an external plug as well, so that goes straight underneath the machine. We've got 2 tall boy stands, water hoses, and not just one, but there's actually 2 in here, which is, from a tech's perspective, great to have extra hoses. And then all of our handles, which are the most beautiful things you've ever seen. I do love the little racer helmet on the back of these. So let's get this up on our tech bench and see if we can't find out what's going on the inside. All right, well, welcome to my tech bench. Sorry about the background noise. It is a heavy roasting day for us today. But look, we've put the racer up on the bench here. We've hooked it through an RO unit. Now, as part of the manual for these, they do give an indication of the quantity and quality of water that you want to put through a machine like this. So it's very helpful to know that minimum is RO. Don't ever put a regular water filter through a quality machine like this. Now, what we have is a 3-group San Remo Cafe Racer in the naked version, which is in black and steel. It basically means that you've got the clear sides, which means you can see into it. And as a former motorbike owner, rider, and enthusiast, I do love the look of these because it really appeals to that. Well, look, we put the machine up on the bench. It weighs 120 kilos, so make sure there's multiple people to help you put these things around, and we'll get to why it weighs that much in a second. But what I'd like to do is go through step by step and kind of go through each individual part and why we love these machines. So from the back here, you've got the main boiler. Now with that, you've got all of the probes feeding through it. Individually, you can isolate that boiler off, and as a tech, I can tell you my favorite part about this machine is that every single part can be isolated and worked on. I can name just about every cut, bruise, burn, and scar that I've gotten from the insides of machines, and so to be able to switch off just one steam wand so you can work on it, or just one group head so you can work on it, is fantastic. The precision and temperature control that you get through this machine is done through the multi-boilers. It basically means that the machine doesn't have to heat the coffee water temperature all the way up through one boiler or a couple of boilers before it hits the heads. It actually distributes that across the entire machine. So every single head can have its own temperature and it can be controlled step by step up until the water drops out. Now, going through, these are the insulated stainless steel boilers. That's what makes this machine weigh so much. But, you know, as they say, heavy is good, heavy is reliable. If it doesn't work, you can always throw it at them. The steam ones, again, isolatable. They're 360-degree rotation, so for people with RSI and all the wrist fun of rolling the steam ones on your other machines, you can basically knock it in any direction and it's going to work. Moving forward to the front of the machine and the heads-up display, I love this because of the fact that it tells you everything you need to know. Now, you've got your main bar pressure and your main steam bar pressure as well on the main heads-up display, as well as the time. Moving into the heads, you actually get not only the temperature of the head, the individual bar pressure of that head versus the rest of the bar pressure of the machine. You've also got the run time of the last shot. And then moving down, it actually gives you the millage of how many mils of water has come through that head during the course of that shot, which if you're trying to program volumetrics and you're looking at doing it with a volume versus a weight, that is an option for you, which most machines won't give you, which I think is fantastic. From these heads, they're all individually programmable. Each one can have 4 separate settings put through it. So you can have 12 plus different kinds of coffee. You can run different styles of coffee through it, different weights, different ratios. It's amazing how you can do so much with just 3 group heads without having to go further than that. Soft pre-infusion works within 0.02 mils as well, so you can really get down to the finer points of how long you want to run that pre-infusion for, how long you want to do the pre-wetting, how long the hold is on it. It's amazing how technical that this can get. So what I love about this machine, I mean, apart from the fact that it only took 2 bolts to take the top off it, I mean, hats off to the team at San Remo for making such a wonderful machine. The fact that we can isolate, work on, and really access different parts is great as well. The individuality of every boiler, every part that allows us to really control the ins and outs of our coffee when we use it. I mean, it makes great tasting coffee because you're in full control of what you want to do. To look at what was the simplicity of the Zo and the insides of that, to move up in technicality, but keep it just as simple to use and operate is an amazing thing. So thanks to San Remo for sending this up. We're really looking forward to using it and smashing out some coffee on it. Thanks for watching. If you're looking forward to us unboxing the next thing, please let us know. We'd love to take a crack at the new F18 coffee machine from them because, I mean, that thing's based on a fighter jet, which is cool. So yeah, please like, subscribe. We'll have a new video up every single week, so check it out and we'll see you soon.